I know. Where have you been? Why were you off YouTube for a long time? Hello guys. Okay, that was too much. I need to calm down. Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. I know. Where have you been? Why were you off YouTube for a long time? I'm gonna answer your questions in time, okay? In time. But first of all, welcome back again to my channel. I'm so excited. I'm excited the fact that I can say that again. But yeah, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, because I do see some new subscribers, I've been out for about 3 months and there are new subscribers. Wow, I'm amazed. I'm quite amazed, but I'm so grateful to you guys. My name is Dami, for those that are new on here, and I basically film about faith, lifestyle in general, food, banter, just everything. And I'm just a girl just serving God, loving God. And please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like them if you actually do. And yeah, we should get right into the video because we got a lot to talk about. Okay guys, so I know you have a lot of questions and I do have the answers. Your question might be, where have you been for the past 3 months, or what's been going on? Why did you go off YouTube? Because I didn't necessarily go off social media in media in general, but I did go off YouTube for a while. My first explanation to that is I needed to cleanse. I needed to heal. Okay, so we know how 2020 has been such a year for everybody, but for me personally, in early June, I think June or July, one of those months, I lost a family member, a very close family member, and that shook me to the core. It really shook me, and I grieved and I mourned for I think a month or two, and I really thought that I was better, and I came back onto YouTube and I was filming. But then getting close to August and getting close to when school was starting, I just realized that I threw myself into work. Basically, I threw myself into school. Well, let me not say schoolwork. I was preparing myself for school. I was also doing church work. I was also doing my personal work with which is my catering business. So I decided to start my catering business over again, and basically just start my business and see how it goes, and my hair business too, because I took a break from all of those because I just got to a point where I don't know what it was, but there was no motivation. I didn't want to do anything. I stopped doing hair for about almost a year plus now, and I just found my hobby in cooking. So I decided to start doing that over again and just throw myself into work. And guys, I was so excited, I was pumped, and I started doing it, and I don't know what happened. I was just so, I can't explain that feeling. I felt so void. I felt so unaccomplished. I just felt demotivated. I didn't want to do anything again. I just wanted to just crawl into myself and just be myself, because I couldn't handle the death. I really thought that I did. I thought I grieved, I thought I mourned. I really didn't. It came all back to me. And then I was doing so much work at that time because I had so many I had clients that wanted me to cater to them, and I was just throwing myself into work. And at a point, I think beginning of August, the whole month of August, I started to burn out. I started to burn out because I was giving out so much. I became so empty inside. There was nothing to give out again, and I burned out, and I just started what's the word, being aloof from everybody. I just didn't want to talk to anybody, my friends, even my family. I didn't want to talk to anybody. And I think also around the time Chadwick Boseman died, I was like, what's really going on with the year? It really made me think, what is actually going on with with this year? Is God coming? That was my question. Is God do you want to just come now so everything can just be over? But yeah, the burnouts were really bad. And one really eventful event, it's not really eventful anyway, that I remember that really pulled me out, like that was like when I was at my last straw. I really didn't want to do anything again in my life. I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to school and just start school and just survive life basically. Was when one of my friends came through for me. Like she she really came through for me. I think I'm just gonna mention her name, Enobong. Like she really came through for me. Like she'd been calling me for like weeks. I remember, I think almost 2 weeks, she'd been calling my phone constantly, and I wasn't picking because I just didn't want to talk to anybody. I just wanted to be by myself. And she literally came into my house and barged into my room, didn't even knock or nothing. She just barged into my room, and then when she saw me, she just gave me a hug, and all the tears came crashing down, like crashing down. And in that moment, I cried for like 10 minutes or so. In that moment, I realized that I really just needed a hug, and I really needed somebody to just tell me it's going to be fine. Like, you're going to be fine regardless of what you're going through. Like, you're going to be fine. God has got you. Like, he has not forgotten about you. So many feelings. I'm thinking about it now and I'm getting all teary. So many feelings in that moment. And yeah, we spent the day together and we talked about it, and it just relieves. Like, I just needed somebody to just tell me it's going to be fine. So that's one of the things that was going on with me. Like, I didn't even want to film YouTube content, nothing. Like, mind you guys, I had so much content. Like I had so many videos that I would start editing and I'll just be like, forget it, I don't want to edit anymore. I don't even want to put it out. Like, I was always looking for something wrong with the video. I was always like, not a lot of people watch this kind of content, so I don't even think they'll be interested. I don't think I'll get views. I was worried about subscribers. Like, I was just like, even on social media, when I go on social media, I would see certain people post like the certain content that I want, and I'm like, I could actually do this. This is what I want to do. And then the devil would just come in with fear and doubt, and it's like, do you think people are going to like what you want? Like, so many things, right, were just affecting me. And then after that whole episode, I decided to do a clean out, like to cleanse myself basically. I started cleansing myself off of bad habits, bad sins, not like really bad sins, but like just things that you wouldn't even consider as sins. But I was just cleansing myself out, and I decided to go back to God, because for a while I was angry with God. I was mad at God, but you can't really be angry at God, honestly, because he is God. He is God, and he does what he wants. You can't question him, because I was questioning God. But then at the end of the day, I ran back to him. Do you understand? I ran back. And yeah, I really did a whole cleansing and just really finding myself again and finding purpose again, and realizing that I am who I am in Christ, that I am a chosen generation, a peculiar person in Christ. I am the apple of his eye. So I don't need to feel the way I was feeling, because I was feeling so demotivated. I was feeling so, we tend to be so caught up in life that we forget that we make our heart like a throne room for other things apart from God. And that was one thing I have realized recently in my life, that you really need to make room for God. He needs to be at the pedestal of your heart and not other things. Your heart needs to be a couch. Sorry, it needs to be a throne instead of a couch where things can just be there, but a throne for God himself. Yeah, so another thing that I have been up to is school. Yo, school in COVID is a scam. Like it is a scam, because I was excited about starting school, because I was like, oh no, 8:30 classes, like I don't have to walk all the way to campus, because my house is like 10 minutes away from campus. I was like, I didn't have to walk in the winter and the cold, so I would just get up from my bed and just straight to my desk. Well guys, these professors are out here thinking that you're doing nothing with your life and you're just sitting in front of the computer. That's what they just think you're doing, because the amount of work, like, this has probably been the hardest semester in my entire school life. It's just so bad, and this is like my third year. I'm in my third year, and it's just God. if I want to complain, we'll be here for a long time, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I've been really busy with school, and I actually decided in September, I was like, okay, you know what, I'm going to balance my life out with YouTube. I'm going to try to, you know, film on certain days and film this and film that and edit on these days, and I was trying to balance it with school. But where was the time? Like the first, because I started school late September, so like the first few weeks, let me go more get around me. Translation, I didn't even get myself anymore. Like, no, there was no way I could try to do YouTube. I tried to film sometimes with the time that I had, but then I filmed, and to edit was just so much work, right? I just had too many things that I was doing that it just wasn't giving me that time to be able to really put forth content. Some other things that I have been working on, or I've been doing with my life, is forgiving myself. That was the biggest I don't even know how to call it, the biggest thing that I realized throughout this whole hiatus that I took, is forgiving myself for certain things that happened back in my life and certain things that happened this year, because I was really down. I was really going hard on myself that you're not this, you're not that, like, wow, I was really going hard on myself and really belittling myself in a very funny way. Like, if you know me, people think that I'm so confident, I'm so jovial every time, but then when you go to your lonely corners of your room and you really think about it, like, the devil starts to put certain things in your head, and that was me. And I just really had to, like, step back and forgive myself for so many things. Forgive myself for letting myself feel that way. Forgive myself for actually hammering on myself that way, because everything in life is really a season. There's a season for everything. So my season at that time was for me to do what I needed to do and get rid of it, and then move on to the next season. You can't carry the same baggage with you every time. Like, every time you're leveling up into a new season, and that was what God was really just trying to do with me. You need to level up, and for you to level up, I need you to drop these things. And that was where forgiving myself came in. Forgiving people for a lot of things. We say with our mouths that we forgive people, but you really need to check if you're really forgiving them. If you really forgive, because forgiving them also means forgiving yourself, or putting yourself in that situation, right? Because it may be 95% their fault, but also you have that 5% that you played also. So yeah, it was a lot of forgiving myself. Also, what I've been doing is building my prayer life. I underestimate the power of prayer sometimes. I really underestimated the power of prayer in the past, but that's one thing I've been struggling. I do struggle with in this journey, and it's something that I've been trying, you know, to get back to. So yeah, I've been trying to get my prayer life in check and just really focusing on God and letting Him lead the way. Basically, the verse I can think of right now is Proverbs 3 verse 5 to 6, that talks about trusting in the Lord with all your heart and leaning not on your own understanding. On all your ways, not some of your ways, in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. So that has been an anchor verse for me also recently. It's just, when you say you trust God, it really means trust God with every single thing, not allowing Him. A pastor that I watched gave an analogy of how we let God into our house. You let God into our house, but you let Him just sit on the in the sitting room. You don't let Him into your basement. You don't let Him into your bedroom. You just don't let Him into the inner corners of your house, but you just let Him into where the guests people will sit. But God is not a guest. He's somebody that's supposed to be your father. He's somebody that you should be able to talk to at any other time. So yeah, that's what I've been up to since you guys have been. Thank you guys for watching this life update. I just felt like I really needed to catch up with you guys, because I haven't in a while. Thank you guys for watching, and more content coming your way. And also, I would like you guys to let me know what content you also want to see, and follow my social media. So probably going to be on there or in the description box below. Follow all my social medias. I will be asking questions on what content you guys want to see on here. And yeah, to my new subscribers, welcome. Invite more of your friends. Like, this platform is a platform to, you know, talk about God and just have fun with life, and, you know, talk about our struggles, our pain, and let's just grow together, because, you know, iron sharpens what iron. So that's what we're doing here. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope to see you in my next one, and please do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you like what you're seeing, and that like button, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Au revoir.